What's up, everyone? Back again with another review. This time it is with these two, the 12 Bones Death and Life Axytoys, the mouse and the cowboy. Boxes are pretty cool. These are the color versions. Well, I guess the mouse has a black and white version. The cowboy has a Red Bull version. So that's the boxes. I already took the figures out, but they are sleeves. Then they come inside. They have these cards. Pretty cool art. Then you have a story on the back. The story is the same for both of them. I am not going to read it, but you can pause it and read it if you want. Okay, so that's the boxes and those are the cards. Now let me pause it and get the figures out. Okay, so here are the figures. Like I said, I got the colored one of the mouse and then the white one of the cowboy. The figures are really cool. The joints, while they're not, they're not loose. You can see that they're not really shaking, but they're very sensitive. Like there's no effort in articulating them, which isn't a terrible thing, but like when I want to stand them up straight, you have to just make sure there's no bend or anything like that. And like if you push down on it, you can see, well, it's not doing it now because the stiff legs, but like that. They articulate very easily. I don't know what that means in terminology. They're just very soft joints, and they move at the slightest touch, which isn't a terrible thing. You're not going to break them, but it's going to take you an extra minute or two to get them into the pose that you want them to be in. So they both come with some sort of hat. He has a cowboy hat. It is magnetic. And the mask comes with this little beanie, I guess, which is magnetic as well. I don't know why this guy can keep falling throughout the whole video. I'm just gonna stand him there. Okay, so they both come with these robots. Let's see, let me just move this a little bit. So the robots have some sort of articulation. This dome comes off of both of them, and they have different heads. I guess you could say it's like 5 points. Nah, maybe not. Maybe 4 points. So head moves, comes right out if you want. Arms move this way, back and forth. The claw opens. So you can move it when it's closed, you can move it up and down. The arms and legs pop out. So if you want to take them completely apart, I don't know if these come off. That does not come off. And then make it like, I don't know, a little machine in a corner. Who knows? No idea. But that's the little robot. This is an apple core, and this is like a scarecrow. All right, so that's that. The weapons they come with is an axe for the cowboy and a shovel for the mouse. They're not too bad. Good detail on it. Then they come with the same hands. So you can see the hands that they come with is a holding grip hand and a trigger hand. That's what they come with on the body. Then they come with a relax hand. And then another relax hand for the left. A trigger hand for the right. And then you have the left on there, and then a grip hand for the left. Cowboy comes with a cat. The mouse comes with another mouse, or is that a rat? No idea. Pretty cool detail on it. Here's a closer look at the cat. The Cowboy comes with a fish, piranha. Kind of looks like a piranha. The mouse comes with a worm and cheese. The mouse also comes with a slingshot, which actually does work. But I'm not gonna try to use it because I don't want to break it. The Cowboy comes with this bottle of poison liquor. Has a cap that's like a, I don't know, skull, red skull bear. Not really sure. But you could also take that off and it comes with a, like he's drinking it. So that's it. That's the items. So let me show you the articulation. Okay. So like I mentioned, magnetic hat. The Cowboy does have an articulated jaw. This is kind of weird because when you try to open the jaw, the head comes off the peg. And you can see it, the peg in the mouth, the back of the mouth. It works fine. The jaw is also loose over here. Again, I don't mind this being loose because that just means that I'm not going to break it. It has popped off a couple of times already on me. But it's not a problem. Just slides right back in. But you can see how it is loose. But when you put the head down a little bit more, I don't know, it does. So articulation. Arms. Let's see if it goes up. So with the jacket on, he can raise his hand. With the jacket off, it's just going to be a muscle shirt. I'll take the jacket off in a minute. And show the better articulation. So you got a good bend in the elbow. The hand, I've taken off a couple times. Really don't have any issues. I guess just like every figure, but this one really gives a good bend in the hand for whatever reason. I mean, they are creepy looking figures, so maybe you want that extra creepiness. The legs, they could do a good split. The ankles are basically the same pegs as the hand. So you do have back and forth, and I guess if you turn it, you get a good swivel. But there really isn't any swivel. It's basically just a ball joint. I have not tried taking that off. Not sure if I want to try. Don't think I have any reason. The bend. So that's actually it. It does not go further than that 90 degrees. And it actually gives you some forward movement, which is kind of funny. Okay, so let me take this peg off. I can take the jacket off. I can take a better look at the shoulders. So there he is. So it's basically just like there's no swivel or anything. I mean, you get a bicep pivot, turn, twist, whatever. Let's see if they get that. Yeah, you get that in the legs, in the thigh as well. Ab crunch. And you can look online, like if you find these on like Toyzmetaverse, where I found them, they actually have the body stripped, so you can see what the figure looks like underneath. This shirt gets stuck. There we go. All right, so ab crunch, sort of. Up. They can sit. I don't know. It feels not delicate. It's actually pretty strong. And the joints are tight. But again, it's just weird that they move at the slightest touch. Where most figures, you're gonna have to get 2 fingers on there and bend them as you need it. But these, you just don't need to do that. These are my first Axy figures too. I don't know. This head is bothering me though. I think it's like I'm too scared to try to force it on more. It's just either not on all the way, or who knows. A little shaky. He stands better than a mouse, but I definitely like the mouse better. He looks a little creepier. I like the creep factor. But that's it. Now I'm going to do some pictures and videos. Okay, sorry about that. I did that abrupt end because my wife was walking up the stairs and it was making creaking noises and I didn't have the door closed. So here they are next to some other figures that I thought I'd be able to at least, have them meet up in an alley, beat the crap out of each other. That's Casey Jones from Mexico. This is the Cold Dog. They really feel similar to these figures. I like the uniqueness of them, but nothing really scales. They may scale better if you wanted, with McFarlane. Here's a Hasbro Spider-Man. So you can see they are much taller. They work depending on what you're gonna do with them. And as I was messing around with him, I realized that he really doesn't have a hand that could hold this bottle. That's going to be the best that you could do. But what I was trying to do is get him to hold the bottle and use that drinking. Sorry. Like he's drinking it with this effect. I don't know, could just be me. But whenever I tilt his head back to get him to drink it, his head pops off. But, I don't know, you kind of get it to work. Still pretty cool. Again, like I said earlier, you definitely need to spend an extra minute or so putzing around with the joints because they do move at the slightest touch. So it's going to take you an extra minute or two to get them the way you want them to be. Whether it's moving very easily on a wrist, or the head's going to move on you, or the coat gets bunched up. Not the end of the world. You're just going to need an extra minute to try to get them to pose. All right, now, like I said, I'm going to take some pictures, and thanks for watching.